Hi, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about why I quit as a flight attendant. And this is a bit of a long story, but I feel like a lot of people can resonate with the timing of my life, and I hope you can take some value from this video if you're suddenly feeling lost or you feel like you're scared of taking action for changing your life. Watch this video because I might just be able to inspire you or convince you to do otherwise. To preface this video, I've been a flight attendant for 6 years, and I started flying right after I graduated college. I went to San Diego College Flight Services program for 2 years. I didn't know I would want to be a flight attendant, and it just happened. I wanted to be a writer growing up, but then I realized like it's just something that I just couldn't see myself going afterwards. So then I decided that, okay, then I'm gonna pursue early childhood education. And when you're in high school, they kind of mold your studies into what do you want to do in the future. I really think it shouldn't be like that. I feel like everyone should take a gap year to figure out what they want, because once you start your work experience, once you travel, I feel like that's when people actually can figure out what they want. Because when you're in high school, you're kind of influenced by your parents, you're influenced by your peers, you're influenced by the education system. So I feel like people just need to slow down, take their time, and just figure out what they want. But anyways, I need to go to school for something. Okay, I'm gonna become a teacher. The reason why I chose early childhood education was because I have 2 sisters that are special needs, and I thought that the education system was kind of failing them, and I wanted to be the change. That was literally living my life for someone else, and I think that was the reason why I ended up not going with that route, because it just wasn't for me. I was doing it for someone else. And when you're doing something, especially for like a career, a big life decision, you're gonna end up resenting maybe not them, but you're gonna resent yourself for going through that path. So it wasn't for me. I actually only went to that program for maybe 2 months, and then I literally dropped out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I went to placement. I was in the childcare center. I'm like, nope, I can't do this. I was so depressed. I think I was also going through some things during that time, but ultimately I'm like, I can't make a teacher. I don't want to be around kids. I just can't be in this living situation. Like, I can't see myself in this situation. So then my mom was like, well, you have to go to school for something. And then I was thinking about, like, what are my interests? I don't really know, like, other than just going to work. I was working as cinema at the time, just going to work, going to school. During my high school, that's all I really did. I don't feel like I had any interests. So I was like, somehow becoming a flight attendant popped up in my head, even though if you know me as a person, I'm so shy, and you literally cannot envision me become a flight attendant. Like, even working at doing something in customer service, a lot of people are shocked. I was shocked too, but I changed my ways. If you know, then you know. But somehow we just decided to apply for this program because I personally felt at that time I was not ready to be a flight attendant. Like, I was not ready. Like, I feel like I have social anxiety, and anything like that, it just scares me. So I was like, nope, we're not gonna do that. So somehow we get to this program, and then I go through school, and then everything is dandy, and then I find out, well, we're nearing the end of the program. I'm like, oh shit, I have to apply to be a flight attendant. So then I did, because I'm like, what else am I supposed to do? And go through 2 years of this to not be a flight attendant. And I wasn't really sure, like, did I want to be a flight attendant? Like, could I see myself working in an airline? So I don't know. I just kind of went for it. I applied to just a few airlines, and then I ended up going with Western Encore, which I ended up working for 4 years. I didn't really have a desire to go to mainline. It just kind of happened. Near the end of my time there, I wanted some change. So I was just like, okay, we'll just try it out. I stuck it out for about 2 years. I finished my second annual training back in July. And then, yeah, my experience as a flight attendant has been good, has been bad, has been ugly, but I learned a lot of things. Like if I wasn't a flight attendant, I wouldn't have the ability to have traveled the world or seen what I've seen. So I'm really grateful for that. But I feel like there was just a switch that kind of went off when I decided that I would, you know, I needed to figure out like what kind of life I had for myself. Like I needed, money was a huge factor, like thinking about how much money I was really making as a flight attendant, and I just felt like I was feeling miserable. Like the whole thing, I was feeling miserable. Like the lifestyle was great in my early 20s. Going out, going on layovers, and just seeing the world was really nice. But there was like, to travel the world like on your own benefits was actually pretty hard, because most of the time you were just working, because it wasn't easy making money. It's not a lot of money either. So yeah, I remember having like a lot of social anxiety flying. Like I haven't stepped foot on a plane since I was 7 years old prior to applying to be a flight attendant, and the first time I stepped on a plane as an adult was the flight to Calgary for my training. Yeah, I think after COVID, a lot of things, aviation changed, a lot of passenger mannerisms, behavioral changed, and I just felt so much like anxiety of what I was seeing around me, very high stress, and there was a lot of like unruly situations, and I was just getting tired and burnt out with the type of flying that I was doing. On top of, I discovered like social media. Well, I've always kind of been doing social media, kind of posting my stuff here and there, and I felt like there was a passion there, so I was kind of doing that on the side. And then there just came a switch where I just felt like this wasn't for me anymore. Like I just didn't want to be there. So I decided to just start looking for jobs. Was looking for like social media jobs, but then interview after interview, I wasn't nailing it. And then I was just kind of questioning, like, what do I want to do? Like, is there anything that I really want to do? And like, turns out I don't really know. Like, to be honest, like I have things that I like, but I feel like I have so many other little things that I like to do. It's not just like one thing. It's not like I really love like being in finance, and it's just kind of one thing. I just kind of like, there's so many things I like to do, and I want to do everything. It was probably about a year in the making, so I was feeling like this for the past 1 to a year and a half, feeling like I need to leave being a flight attendant. And I finally did it. So this comes to say, if you feel like you're not happy with where you are, or you feel like this is not the end-all career for you, there is never no end-all. You can always start over. You can always quit and try something else, because I feel like life is too short to not try new things and just have experiences. So if there's anything you can take away from this video, is that I hope this inspires you to kind of go after what you truly want or what you want to try. Don't be scared. The scary part is just going for it, but if you just put in a little bit of effort every single time, something to work towards the bigger goal, I promise you your future self will thank you.